Hi, I'm Aylin. I'm doing my discussion board over episode 9 of the ABA Inside Track podcast about choice. So this is a really cool episode, I think, because you have different types of choice. You have freedom of choice, you got restricted choice. I guess that would be like a limited options, and they kind of talk about preference that has to do with, do you rather have freedom of choice? Would you like to be restricted? And it's pretty cool because I know at the beginning of the episode they were talking about an article, a research study doing with a computer game, and one somebody said it was boring, so they hope that the researcher got a lot of good data from it. But most of the participants didn't have a preference for choice. But by the end of it, after controlling that and reinforcing freedom of choice, the majority of the people did choose freedom of choice. So that was cool. It's kind of hard to isolate that though. So I think it's a really cool episode. I think that it's good to know your class as an educator, what would be best for your class, whether you're teaching high school, elementary, if you're in a special education room. I think that's very important to know what style, what type of choice you want to give for assignments or activities or whatever. Because I know personally for myself, I would rather have 3 choices than 10 choices, or depending on what the assignment is, sometimes I'd rather just not have to make that decision, I guess. They did mention about the participants were college students, there's undergrad and graduate students, and I think that most of them, they didn't have a preference for choice, or they chose restricted choice, probably because they're just overwhelmed by making choices and it would be easier and less of a headache. But I think that it's really good to listen to because you can incorporate that as an educator to know what would be better for you to tailor towards your class and what would be better for the success of your students. So check out episode 9 and see what you can get from that. Okay, thanks.